on, everybody? This is L Boogie, aka 80 Proof, aka Wesley Snipes, aka that nigga making moves. We here with Everyday Hustle, A Block Entertainment, Green Team Entertainment, Carolina Fire Volume 1. We here in Charlotte. Today we here with Slim Hood. We in Platinum Plus Studios. His headquarters, his hometown. We on his home team turf right now. Slim, tell the world about yourself, man. Introduce yourself.
Well, you know, me and this man go way back, but other than that, Slim Hood, producer, engineer, Charlotte, North Carolina, 28, owner, founder, CEO, Platinum Plus Recording, and Hood Music Digital.
Okay.
This is my label.
Now, tell us about when you first got started as far as music goes. Like, what year was that for you? How long ago?
About 15 years ago, I want to say maybe 09, 08. Maybe a little further back. Maybe
I think a little bit before that.
Yeah.
My memory serves me well.
I wouldn't, like, it's been so long. Like,
I want to say
nah,
maybe at least I know 07.
I'm gonna say nah.
When you took it real serious.
04.
Okay.
Yeah, around there.
Okay.
Yeah, 04.
All right. Since 04, what we talking, like a 12-year run?
Yeah.
So from 12 years to get from basically the bedroom, laptop shit, Fruity Loops, whatever, to your own studio, producing tracks, successful artists in the industry already. You got joints already. I know for a fact that's been on rotation, on the radio, the whole nine. Give me an idea of some artists that you already work with.
I've worked with recently, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Bankroll Fresh. I did some tracking for Fetty Wap. I worked with Anthony Hamilton a few times. I worked with the hometown hero, hometown homeboy, De Niro Ferrar. Parlay from Franchise Boys, Young Guapa, and Mojo. They stopped through a few times when they in the city. So.
Okay. Now, everybody might want to know, or it might even be something like influence another artist or another producer or somebody that's trying to get into music. What gave you the motivation to pursue a career in music? What started that?
My motivation was really the love, just the love for music. It really wasn't a monetary thing. The monetary thing came later.
Now, I'm gonna get on my sway shit right now, okay? Now, I'm gonna take you back, all right? Let's go all the way back to like what, 8, 9, 10 years old when we first got our first favorite song. Who was that first joint? Or what was that first record that just popped in your head? Was like, I'm doing this shit. Who was it? What artist? What producer? I
got to say Dre, Snoop.
Okay.
That's
the Death Row days?
Yeah.
Okay. As we see on the monitor, you know what I'm saying? We see the influence, the new Death Row. Yeah. And that's a hell of a statement right there. So
and that's
nigga Suge would be happy. You know what I mean?
That's a new project. We just dropped the new Death Row.
That's what's up.
And the idea behind that was pretty much, like you just said, my influence. And I felt like music didn't have fun in it. Music, everybody was jacking beats, but they were jacking all the new stuff.
Right.
Let's take it back the way you got influenced as a kid.
Kind of like that first Chronic album.
Yeah, you couldn't tell me. I'm from Charlotte. You couldn't tell me where I went from California when I was
Word.
I played basketball in Chuck Taylor.
That's like, honestly, that's like half the niggas from Pittsburgh. You can't tell them niggas they ain't from Compton. It's crazy. Like, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
Like, but that influence and that time when that music was popping, the West had a heavy influence.
Yeah.
Now, what artists from the West Coast, since we know you Death Row influence, what artists from the West Coast like really stuck out to you and made you really want to pursue a career? Because I know you did some joints as an artist too. Now a lot of people don't know that. So
I used to rap back.
What was your influence?
I say Pop, Snoop. Really, it was just the production of Dre. Like the way he orchestrated that whole thing just blew my mind. So riding around with Pops, listening to Death Row was that's really where it started.
That's what's up. Now, we got the background. We got the pretty much all the influences, things like that. Now we're gonna fast forward a little bit, not too much, but let's just go to I'm gonna go to a time to when, like, I first met you.
Okay.
All right. When we established our relationship on a personal level, that was maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And you know, we had met. I met the homie in barber school. Like crazy, like turn of events for everybody's life. Everybody know for most niggas, like, you go to barber school, like, that's like a last option. Like, you know what I'm saying? You done caught a felony or some crazy shit. You know, can't get past a regular background search, can't get a regular job. Niggas go to barber school, you know what I'm saying? You gonna pick up a trade, do something else. And unfortunately, a lot of knuckleheads, a lot of ex-cons and felons and shit, we end up in the same room. And I met this man. He had a hell of a vision. Now, at that time, that's when I knew you first got booming.
Yeah.
Like, as far as making music and shit like that. Now, like, as far as working in, starting off.
I gotta say.
Go ahead.
That's when I was booming, but, like, not to toot my own, but I was, like, we was in high school, we had, you leaving high school, you bumping my stuff. You're not bumping nobody else. The whole parking lot.
I heard that shit. That's the crazy shit. I heard that even back then.
And it's 2,000 kids that go to my high school, and everybody listening to my music.
And see, like, that's another thing, you know what I'm saying, that I need your insight for. You know what I'm saying, as far as, like, the kids out here. You know what I'm saying, like, in Charlotte or North Carolina, period. You know what I'm saying, like, what would you tell them as far as pursuing music? Like, what would be your advice to them?
I would say do what I did. Like I say, the high school people, the middle school kids, the high school kids, the college kids, that's the culture right there. A lot of people go to clubs and pass their CDs out and pass the older people, but people I don't listen to the radio.
Right.
My little brother told me about Rich Homie. I didn't even know who he was. So the youth is the ones that's on the internet all day searching. They ain't got no job.
Right.
They ain't got nowhere to be. They ain't got nothing to do.
Right.
All they doing is on the internet and running around the street. So that should be the main core as far as promo marketing. Get your music to them kids. Because they gonna spread
that shit. Starting high school, stupid asses. You got a core audience of 1,000, 2,000 people every fucking day.
Kill your
Use
school.
it. Use it. So another thing is now, okay, you came up, high school, got it popping, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Moved up as an adult. Now you working with artists. Boom, boom, boom. What was one thing that you seen? Because I know for a fact you was crossing borders early. You know what I'm saying? Like working with artists in Georgia, and, South Carolina, and shit like that, and even North Carolina. Now, as far as North Carolina hip hop getting on the map, what's been the biggest obstacle to you as an artist and as a producer?
I would have to say we don't have the outlets that we need. We don't have the label's not here, the money not here, the check not here. So we got people feel like they got to go to Atlanta to get a deal, or they got to go to New York, or they got to go to California. But nah, I ain't with it. And it's crazy because I went to a showcase last Sunday, for Universal Records.
Right.
And I played the dude a few tracks, and dude was like, "Man, you need to leave Charlotte." He said, "You dope."
Wow.
He said, "If you."
But he took his first advice was to leave Charlotte.
He said,
"How you feel about that? Coming from somebody in the business, how do you feel about that as a?"
I've been hearing that since I was in high school. Man, if you go to Atlanta, you'll be known.
I've been hearing the same shit.
Think, I was making beats before Soulja Boy came out.
And the crazy shit, like, even when I was doing my little, not taking serious little run as an artist, I was getting booked in more shows out of state than in state. And I didn't understand that shit. That's why, like,
and then I'm
asking you, like,
I call Charlotte, love Charlotte, but I call Charlotte the queen of hating.
Wow.
We hate.
Lack of unity.
Yeah, we ain't gonna jump until somebody else jump. But I feel as if with me being here or with me being home, I've been trying to put some unity in the city.
Back, yeah,
I've been trying to put some unity in the city as far as recording. I pretty much record everybody in the city, and I know for a fact there's a lot of dudes that don't like each other. Yeah. But when they step in this building, it's all love. So you actually get artists to collaborate. Yeah. That's all right. That's some great status shit. I just preach it's the bigger thing. Leave the streets in the streets. Right. You want to do music, or you want to be in the music business. Right. There's a difference. Right. So.
Now, as far as like getting on music, and I'm talking about Charlotte music right now, since this is volume 1 and we talking Charlotte. As far as getting Charlotte music on a bigger platform, what would be the first steps that we need to take as artists and producers and as a conglomerate, period? What should we do?
Well, taking over Charlotte is easy. But after that,
We are rocking into music digital.